So, what's the real secret to being truly successful? To living a life filled with, actual bliss? It's a question we've all asked ourselves.
What does it truly mean to be successful? I mean, really successful, and find that lasting bliss in life. It's such a core question, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And today we're looking at a perspective that's, well, quite profound, drawn from a really unique interaction.
Yeah, exactly. Our mission in this deep dive is to unpack some direct teachings from a spiritual teacher, Baba Shri Anandamurti, specifically about aligning with the universal will.
And also the transformative power of selfless service. It offers a pretty fresh lens, maybe even a radical one, for you to view your own search for happiness and achievement.
We're pulling directly from these amazing accounts by Sri Ramdas Pandit, his memories with Baba.
Right. We're focusing on one specific conversation that Pandit himself actually calls one of the greatest secrets of life.
That's quite a claim. So, we need to dig into why he felt it was so significant.
Definitely. So let's paint the picture. Sri Ramdas Pandit talks about this moment, calls it a divine fortune. Just a walk he took with Baba.
Right, from Jagriti Hall to the Ranchi office.
Yeah.
Simple walk.
Simple walk. And apparently Baba was giving these discourses on the Maha-Bharata around that time, the ancient epic.
Full of deep lessons.
Exactly. So they're walking, and Baba just stops, turns to Pandit with apparently a blissful smile.
And asks him straight up.
Straight up. Do you know why Arjuna was always successful in his life?
Wow. Talk about being put on the spot.
Totally. And Pandit, surprised, just humbly admitted, no, I don't know.
And this is where it gets really interesting, right? Because it challenges our usual ideas about success.
Completely. Baba explained that Arjuna, he was described as a very ordinary human being in lots of ways.
Okay, not some superhero from the start.
No, but he had this one exceptional quality. And that quality was before doing anything.
Anything at all.
Anything important, yes.
Yeah.
He always sought Lord Krishna's permission first. And then, critically, he followed that guidance.
So a two-part thing. Seek permission, then follow through.
Precisely. And Baba clarified, look, Lord Krishna is the embodiment of Param-Purusha, the cosmic consciousness.
Right. The ultimate reality.
So Arjuna was essentially aligning himself with the divine will.
Okay.
And the consequence, Baba's words were, when someone acts in accordance with the will of Param-Purusha, no force in the universe can obstruct their success.
No force in the universe. Just pause on that for a second.
It's huge.
It really is. It just reframes everything. We think success is about pushing harder, being smarter, having more talent.
Right, our own willpower.
But this suggests it's about surrender, alignment, something completely different. It makes you think, when you feel like you're swimming upstream.
Yeah, hitting wall after wall.
Maybe you're inadvertently fighting that larger current, that divine will.
It's a compelling thought.
But then, okay, the obvious next question is, if aligning with this will is the key, how on earth do we know what it is?
Exactly the problem, isn't it? How do we, with our limited minds, grasp something cosmic?
Yeah.
And that's precisely what Baba asked Pandit next. Looked him in the eyes and said, now tell me, how can you know the will of Param-Purusha?
And Pandit's reaction was pretty logical.
Very. He basically said, look, I'm just a unit mind. Param-Purusha is the cosmic mind. How can I possibly know his will? It seems like an impossible gap to bridge.
It really does. So what was Baba's answer? How do you cross that divide?
Well, Baba's response was, as the text describes it, both sweet and incredibly clarifying. He actually agreed, partly.
Oh.
He said, yes, you cannot know all of his will. Our minds just aren't built for that scale.
Okay, that makes sense.
However, he said there is one constant and continuous desire that always exists in his mind.
One constant desire. What is it?
Simply this. He wants to make all his children as great as he is. Param-Purusha wants his children, and that means every single being to be happy.
Happy.
And free from all suffering and pain. That's the fundamental constant pulse of the divine will.
Wow. So the universe's underlying intention is for universal well-being and freedom from suffering.
That's the core message, yes.
That's beautiful. But, okay, if that's the constant desire, why is there still so much suffering? And what's our actual role? How do we actively align with that?
Great question. And that leads directly to the path Baba outlined for, pleasing the divine, for aligning with that will.
Okay.
He explained that the key action, the thing that brings satisfaction and joy to Param-Purusha, is actually quite straightforward.
What is?
If anyone helps the suffering children of Param-Purusha, he becomes satisfied and joyful.
Helping others who are suffering.
Yes.
Yeah.
And He really drove it home. Remember, when you serve his children, all beings, you are serving Param-Purusha himself.
So service isn't just helping another person, it's serving the divine within that person.
Exactly. And the mindset is crucial here. Baba stressed this.
Right, not just what you do, but how you do it.
Precisely. Always serve with Narayana Bhava. That specific feeling, that deep understanding that you are serving God in every living being.
Narayana Bhava. That transforms service from maybe an obligation or charity into a spiritual practice itself?
Absolutely. It elevates the whole act. And all of this profound insight was apparently revealed during that one short walk.
Incredible. Just a walk to the office.
By the time they arrived, Pandit felt Baba had shared one of the greatest secrets of life. The source actually summarizes it into 4 key universal truths from that conversation.
Okay, let's break those down. What's the first one?
First, the universe fundamentally operates according to the will of Param-Purusha. It's the underlying operating system, if you like.
Okay, the foundation. What's second?
Second, and this is the really challenging one for many of us, true success comes only by aligning with that divine will.
Only. So, any other kind of success is what? Illusion. Temporary.
The teaching suggests that going against it or ignoring it leads ultimately to pain, failure, and hopelessness. It's like trying to row against a powerful river, exhausting and ultimately futile.
That's a strong statement. So it's not about forcing your will onto the world.
It's about finding harmony with the divine will. Makes sense, right?
It does in a profound way. Okay, third truth.
Third is this beautiful idea. All living beings are children of the same cosmic father.
One universal family.
Exactly, which requires, therefore, selfless love and service towards everyone without any sense of pride or ego about it. No us and them.
Removes all the hierarchy. And the fourth.
Fourth, that helping others, this service, is the true family spirit of the universe. And doing this immensely pleases Param-Purusha.
And the result of pleasing the divine in this way.
The blessing you receive in return is bhakti, which is described as the bliss of loving devotion to the Supreme, a deep inner joy.
So service leads to alignment, which leads to divine satisfaction, which leads back to personal bliss through devotion. It's a virtuous cycle.
Beautifully put. And then Baba didn't just leave it as theory. He provided practical tools, especially for Anandamurtis, the followers of his path.
Right, the supreme gift mentioned in the text.
Yes, a practical way to actually seek that divine permission before acting.
How does that work?
It involves applying Brahma Bhava, which means cosmic ideation, thinking of the vastness, using their specific guru mantra, which is part of the second lesson in their sadhana, their spiritual meditation practice. It's a way to consciously connect.
So it's a specific meditative technique for alignment.
Essentially, yes. And the text highlights the profound outcome of making this a habit.
That's the outcome.
You rise above all the binding reactions of your actions forever.
Meaning you escape karma or the negative consequences.
It suggests transcending those karmic chains, the attachments and mental loops that often result from our actions and keep us stuck. You act, but without creating new bonds of suffering.
Wow, that's freedom.
It is. But beyond those specific practices, the source also gives a simpler formula, one with more universal application for achieving this kind of real success.
Okay, good, because not everyone follows that specific path. What's the universal formula?
It had 3 parts. First, do maximum kirtan, specifically chanting Bhavanam Kevalam.
Which means?
Roughly, only the name of the beloved, or love is all there is. It's about immersing yourself in that loving consciousness.
Okay, maximum kirtan. Second,
do maximum sadhana meditation, meaning your regular spiritual practice. Whatever connects you to that divine ideation, that link to cosmic consciousness.
So consistent spiritual practice. Got it. And third,
do maximum selfless service. Suffering humanity, crucially, with that Narayana Bhava we talked about.
and seeing the divine in those you serve?
Yes, and feeling gratitude for the chance to serve. Thanking God, essentially, for the opportunity to help the weak, the poor.
Maximum kirtan, maximum sadhana, maximum service with the right attitude. It's simple, but sounds incredibly powerful if lived consistently.
It really does. And Sri Ramdas Pandit wraps up this whole account by calling this interaction one of my most cherished memories with Baba Sri Anandamurti.
You can understand why. It fundamentally shifted his understanding of life, success, and purpose.
Absolutely. So let's bring this back home to you listening. We've journeyed through this pretty profound idea, haven't we?
We have. That maybe true success and that deep, lasting bliss aren't just about what you achieve for yourself.
Right, but about aligning with something much bigger, a universal will that, at its heart, desires happiness and freedom from suffering for absolutely everyone.
So really think about this. How does this perspective shift the definition of success for you? Does it change anything?
If serving others, genuinely feeling you're serving the divine in them, is the key to aligning with the universe, what does that imply for your daily life?
Yeah, for your goals, your actions, how you treat people at work, or even strangers.
It's fascinating, isn't it? This deep dive suggests something almost paradoxical.
That the most selfless act, serving others, might actually be the ultimate act of enlightened self-interest, because it aligns you with the flow of the universe and brings that inner bliss.
Exactly. So here's something to maybe chew on. How might wine consciously adopting that Narayambhava, that feeling of serving God and everyone?
How might that transform your approach, not just to service, but to your relationships, your work, even your personal challenges?
Could that perspective really help you rise above those binding reactions, as the text says, and allow you to live more fully in alignment with that cosmic flow, finding real success and bliss along the way?
A powerful question to consider as you continue on your own journey.